hub designed to make smart homes easier. That's our Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. It is called the Homey Bridge Smart Home Hub from Athom, based in the Netherlands. With us is founder Stefan Witkamp. Hi, Stefan.
Hi, Fred. How are you doing?
Terrific. Well, tell us a bit of background about the company to get started.
Sure. So Athom, the company behind Homey, has been around for 8.5 years. And our core mission is to make smart home better and also, indeed, like you say, more fun to use. There's a lot of different wireless technologies that are playing a role in smart home. And there's a lot of different brands and a lot of different apps that they create as their own little smart home experience. And we saw that and we wanted to make that better and basically wanted to unify that for users so that you can easily control your home from one place, but also get insights into what's happening in terms of energy usage, in terms of temperature, in terms of whatever you just want to monitor, and automate that in very versatile and easy to use and fun way. So 8.5 years ago, we started that with a Kickstarter. It was back then for a universal smart home hub with numerous wireless technology inside and an open platform operating system to be able to unify a smart home experience. That has now moved into Homey Pro, which is our prosumer product line that we're now building a second generation of. It will come out later this year. So that's something to keep an eye on. But in the meantime, we also saw that this really powerful universal smart home hub that is relatively costly, it's $399, was not for everyone. And we wanted to make our interfaces, our app, and our system more accessible. So we created Homey as a service that just runs in our cloud and is free to join, free to download the app, as well as Homey Bridge, which is the latest hub in the Homey family, and it is available at $69. And that's a product that we have been introducing in Europe over the past month and are introducing now in the US as well as a new market for us.
So step us through the user experience here. Tell us how it's set up.
So the beauty is that Homey Bridge works as a bridge basically between your local devices that could be on infrared, on Zigbee, on Z-Wave, or on Bluetooth, and our cloud-based Homey. This means that you can start with just the Homey app without the need for any hardware, because you can already connect your cloud-based devices, let's say a Sonos speaker, or Philips Hue bulbs, or a Yale or August lock, or a Nest thermostat. You can connect these to Homey and to the Homey app. You do not need Homey Bridge per se, because these devices can already connect to the cloud themselves. So the Homey system and the Homey app can also connect to them. So you can set this up. You just download the Homey app from your app store, create a free account, add devices, search for the brand you want to, and follow the pairing instructions on screen. And in the same way, you can add Homey Bridge if you want that, if you want to add your infrared TV, because it's an IR blaster as well. If you want to add a Z-Wave switch, a Z-Wave sensor, or maybe a Zigbee light bulb. So you set up Homey Bridge, and then you can set up those devices as well. So in the app, you can, after you paired Homey Bridge, indicate that you want to pair IKEA bulb, for instance, which uses Zigbee. It's a $9, $10 bulb that you can simply buy at IKEA. You can screw it in, and you can link it to Homey Bridge because it speaks Zigbee as well, and then have it integrated in your app. So you can start with just the app, or if you want to, and you already know you have, those local devices you want to connect, you can immediately in the app set up Homey Bridge, and it basically acts as an extender and a bridge between the Homey system that you can also use without hardware and your local devices that cannot communicate with the cloud themselves.
What sets you apart from efforts like Matter by the industry or Samsung's SmartThings?
That's a very interesting question and a very valid one, of course, because both also aim to unify the smart home. The difference between Homey as a product and Matter as a technology is pretty big, because Homey includes interfaces, it includes an automation option, energy insights, and it spans multiple wireless technologies, including Zigbee and Z-Wave and infrared, but also cloud-based APIs. Whereas Matter is really a technology that needs to be integrated on both ends, both on the controller side as well as on the device side, and we see some devices coming out with Meta now, but it's taking a bit of time. But you still need apps to control that. You still need interfaces to control Meta devices, and Homey will be one, and Homey will be an interface that controls Meta devices as well. If you compare it to SmartThings, I think that there's more similarities, because SmartThings, they also have a hub for Zigbee and Z-Wave. It doesn't have infrared like Homey Bridge does, and it doesn't do a lot with Bluetooth devices, but for the rest, it is pretty similar, and an app as well. I think what really sets Homey apart from SmartThings, but also from voice assistants, for instance, is the fact that we not only have a control interface that is friendly and easy to use, but our automation engine is also very user-friendly and very versatile. So you do not really easily hit the limits of what our automation engine can do. And we have lots of triggers, conditions, or then else that you can set, even though it's as easy or maybe even easier and more fun to use than what other systems have to offer. So I think we're really, and this is also for us, the core of Homey is really allowing that automation to take place. So you do not have to settle with an automation that satisfies your needs like 80% or 90% of the time, but really the 100% of the time. I think two big differences that we have as well is the fact that we provide a lot of energy insights into your home. You can plot all historical data and also make energy savings quite easily, where we not only measure energy usage, but also use a database of known products like Philips Hue bulbs to see, what are they using, what dim level they are at, to estimate their current usage for you and include that in our overview, and our privacy approach. We are very privacy aware. We do not do data profiling based on your behavior. We do not sell data. We do not, have advertising space that we resell. We're really focused on offering a proper experience. And the only thing we use your data for that you generate in your home is to show it to you and not, sell it on the backside or do something else with it.
Terrific. So tell us how you go about bringing more companies into the fold, especially here in the US. You've been around in Europe and have had a lot of success there.
Yes, that's a very good question. Because obviously our goal is to unify smart home. And for that, you need to have as many devices and brands on board as you can. So what we did with Homey from the start is make it an open platform. And that means that every single integration with a brand is a Homey app, a sort of plugin that you can activate on Homey, and that can then link with devices from that manufacturer. So there is a Homey app for Sonos, for Philips Hue, for Nest, for Ecobee, well, you name it. And the beauty is these Homey apps can be created by us, but they can also be created by the brands themselves or a verified third-party developer. And this allows us to move pretty quickly when it comes to adding brands. So brands themselves, they can, pick up the task and they can integrate it on their own terms and timeline. But we're also in communication with lots of brands, indeed, especially all US focused brands, because for European and global brands, we have a lot of them integrated, but there are some US focused brands that, of course, we're just coming into the US market and that we're still in conversation with, and we're talking with them to either integrate it with them, help them set it up with an agency, or just look at how they can do that best. Because we really believe that in bringing our experience to as many users as possible, and at the same time, obviously, also giving users the freedom of choice to whatever they want to expand to next, choose a brand that really matches their wishes in terms of capabilities and price, and not just because they're locked in a system and they cannot choose another brand.
Well, tell us more about the pricing model here, including the subscription.
Yeah, so Homey Bridge is a hub that's $69. And I already mentioned we don't have an advertising or data driven model. We really believe in selling fair products or good products for a fair price. And obviously on just a $69 hub, it's hard to make money, especially if it's so universal as ours. So how we solved it is that both Homey Bridge as well as the Homey app, if you just download it, allow a completely free operation forever for up to 5 devices. So whatever you want to link, whether it's Sonos speakers via the cloud or a Nest thermostat, or maybe some Zigbee bulbs or Z-Wave switches or sensors, you can just add them and use that completely free of charge. But if you want to go past 5 devices, there's Homey Premium for $2.99 a month. So for $2.99 a month, you get access to an unlimited amount of devices, all of Homey's features and interfaces, and of course, this holds for your entire home and your entire Homey environment. So also if you invite more of your family members or friends to get access to that Homey environment, it's they all benefit from Homey Premium features. Of course, the privacy holds for both the free account as well as a premium account. And basically, this is our business model to make sure it's sustainable and to make sure we can, remain privacy aware with a proper business model. We believe it's really important, and that's also great that you're asking about it, is being very open and transparent about it. We don't want to hide that subscription fee. It's just, you only have 3 business models in smart home. When you want to keep updating software, it's either having an expensive product up front, reselling, making your user the product basically with reusing his data, or having a subscription fee in place there. And that's why we opted for the third one here.
Well, thank you for the transparency. Tell us where people can go for more information and maybe to buy.
Of course. So you can find more information on our website. It's homey.app. Obviously, you can also just download the app from the App Store. Open the Play Store or Apple App Store on your phone, type in Homey with EY, and download the app, create an account, see for yourself. It's free. If you want to buy it, you can buy Homey Bridge, so the hardware, on our website as well. And you can find it on Amazon as well. It will go live at Best Buy this week as well, and probably other retailers in the next coming days and weeks as well.
Well, congratulations on the innovations. The site again is homey.app. Stefan Witkamp, thanks for spending time with us.
It's great to be here, Fred. Thanks for hosting, and I hope to see you again soon.